um, this video should not exist. Yes, I almost didn't make this video, and it wasn't because something went wrong, it was essentially because nothing happened. Here's the truth, the last 2 weeks were boring as fuck. Same gym routine, same meals, same routine overall, same everything. I lost 1.1 kilos in these 2 weeks, and you know, when I sat down to think about what I'm gonna say in this video, I had nothing. You know, I was basically, what's there even to talk about? Is there something even to talk about? But then I realized something. This feeling that I had, this is pointless, this is going nowhere, this is nothing, is basically the same feeling that I had every single time right before quitting my whole life. But I think I finally understand why. So today I want to talk about the real reason I kept starting over. Not just with weight loss, but with everything, and what I really think is the most dangerous part of any journey. Yo, what's up? I'm Alex. About 3 months ago, I made a promise to myself that I'm gonna lose 30 kilos in the next 12 months. And this is me basically documenting the whole process, the whole journey. Every week with no filter and no bullshit. But the last 2 weeks though almost made me wanna quit once again. Let me tell you why I didn't. You know, every single time I've tried to change something in my life, the first 2 weeks felt incredible. New plan, new energy, new me. You know that feeling. You download the app, you buy the groceries, you start reading that book, and for a few days this genuinely feels like it's gonna be different. But then it stops being new. Week 3 hits, maybe week 4, and it's just the same thing over and over and over again. Same meals, same daily routine, same gym session you've done so many times before. Nothing is exciting anymore, and you're in this weird place where you don't yet have the results you want because your expectations were unrealistic, your execution was imperfect, or it's just way too early to actually see that the needle is moving. So basically there's no proof of it actually working. And that's when I used to quit every single time. Not on a hard day, not after some big failure, on a boring fucking Tuesday where nothing went wrong and nothing felt exciting. And I just thought, you know, like, where's the spark? What's the point in all this? And sometimes it wasn't even a boring day that did it. Sometimes everything was going fine actually and routine was working. And then a holiday or a trip would break the streak, would fuck up everything. And coming back to the boring part after tasting freedom, yeah, fuck that shit. One more day off became 1 more week, became 3 months and 10 extra kilos. Thing is, I always told myself that I lacked discipline, that I'm just not built for this. I wasn't built for this, that something was fundamentally broken inside of me. But recently I had a coin drop moment that I wouldn't say broke my brain, but it certainly provided some clarity. Because I've been going to the gym for the past 3 years, 5 days a week, consistently. Through winters, through bad days when I really didn't feel like going, through weeks that I didn't want to go like at all. I just didn't quit. 3 years. So then how can I sit here and tell myself that I'm not disciplined? That's just bullshit, basically. Because 3 years, 5 days a week, going to the gym, I mean, if that's not discipline, I don't know what is. The evidence was right there the whole time, and I never kinda gave myself credit for it. At all. But here comes the uncomfortable part, because I always knew that the gym wasn't enough, wasn't going to be enough by itself. I always knew that, in my case at least, the diet was the problem. It's not like I had a big revelation one day. It's just, I always knew. And I mean, I've talked about this before, but I really fucking tried so many times. I'd start a new diet, it would go well for, you know, a few weeks, and then I'd fuck it all up. And it all kind of started with either a vacation, a bad week, or, you know, just one more day that kind of turned into several months, to be honest. And every single time I came back, I was actually heavier than when I started the last time. And so I was in this weird situation where I would be incredibly disciplined for one thing, with one thing, the gym, and then I would be completely unable to stay consistent with the thing that actually mattered to me. And now that I think about it, I think the difference is that the gym kind of became routine. It became a part of me of who I am. But the diet, you know, let's call it a different lifestyle, because that's what you're supposed to do, never became a part of who I am. I never gave it the chance to become that. I never went long enough. And that's what I think is actually different this time around, because it's not like I've found a perfect plan or have, you know, suddenly I have more willpower. It's just that I haven't quit yet. I'm in the boring part and I'm still here. You know, the meals are the same, the daily routine looks the same, and to be honest, I hate it some days. I really freaking hate it some days, because it's kind of monotone. But I haven't stopped, I'm still here. I've lost 1.1 kilos in 2 weeks, and that's honestly not exciting at all. To be honest, it's even less than I expected. So it's not a transformation, but the number is moving in the right direction for now. And that's how I know this isn't gonna be the same situation again. I mean, I'm not sure, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be the same situation again. And it's not because it feels good, it's just because the thing that I really care about is actually changing. Even though it's really freaking slow, it's going in the right direction. Hell, even this channel, man, it's like I have 16 subscribers. This is video number 9. Nobody's really watching. I mean, except for, you know, a handful of people. Nobody's really watching and nobody cares. But I'm still here, talking to a camera.
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
That's what the boring part looks like. And honestly, I am not sure, and I won't be able to know or guess if this is gonna work. I don't have the evidence just yet. But I decided to really give it a fighting chance this time around, to really give it time. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm gonna be at peace with myself that I really tried, that I really gave it a chance. Not half-assed it like, you know, so many times in the past, that I really gave it a chance this time around. So, the most dangerous moment in any journey, I think, isn't the day you fail. It's the quiet day, where nothing feels wrong or exciting, and your brain whispers, you know, like, what's the point? And that's where I actually am right now, with this weight loss journey, with this channel, with all of it. But at least I'm not the undisciplined person that I thought I was. I never was. I just kept quitting the hard, boring part before it ever had a chance to become a part of me. So I really do believe that we should learn to become comfortable with the uncomfortable in order to achieve anything long term. And I know that this might have been said one way or another in the past, but it's so fucking true. Nobody built a business in one single night in their, you know, whatever Cambridge bedroom. Nobody built a YouTube channel with only 8 videos. And nobody's doing an incredible body transformation in just a few weeks, no matter how perfect their, you know, gym routine or diet is. That's how you start, you know, that's the exciting part of it. But it's the boring parts, the boring reps in between that matter most. The ones nobody films, the ones that don't make good content. Those are actually the ones that compound over time, but you gotta give them time to prove it. That's what I think that playing the long game actually looks like. It sucks, but if it were easy, everyone would do it. So basically the difference between you and somebody else that does it, that is successful, is your power to just go through these boring parts, to the whole boring part of this whole journey. So if you're in that place right now where it feels like nothing exciting is happening, where you're actually bored for doing the same shit every single day, just look at the evidence. Is the thing you actually want to change moving? Even if it's just a tiny bit, just a little. If yes, shut up and keep going. If no, then maybe you're not undisciplined. Maybe you're disciplined but doing the wrong thing. Maybe your discipline is pointed at the wrong thing. So if you went this far with this video, why don't you actually drop a comment and let me know what's the one thing you keep starting over on, or what's the one thing you are disciplined at but you never gave yourself credit for. I honestly really want to hear your stories. And if you want to follow along and see whether I kind of managed to pull this off or if I quit like I usually do, just hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna post every single Monday and I'm not planning on stopping. And talking about discipline, I actually think that being disciplined, or discipline as a whole, is just surface level shit. And I actually talked about what I think sits below that in my previous video. So go watch that next, because I think it might help you uncover why discipline never worked for you. And remember, it's not that serious.